How do you explain this? It's not so cold here. It's
Okay. How are you?
Welcome, boss. Good? Yeah, man, respect.
Let's take a picture from next door of this. What a fantastic view of Central Park.
Sorry.
Untouched, never touched. Unbelievable. Maybe the first congressional to be presided against him. Something like this. It's big. It's big. No, it's big. Massive. I didn't need to do
We are looking forward to today, this special moment, an incredible moment for the history of women's soccer to keep on building, and for this exciting announcement that we all get to be together today to celebrate. So we're going to begin shortly. So let's just kick things off right now with our kickoff video.
The FIFA Women's World Cup 2031 will be the most expansive in history. 48 nations, millions of fans, billions of viewers. It demands host nations that can deliver not just ambition, but impact. The United States, Mexico, Costa Rica, and Jamaica are those nations. Together, our bid combines world-class venues, deep-rooted partnerships, and a shared belief in what the women's game can achieve. Our stadiums stand ready to host. Our fans are the heartbeat of the game. Our market set the global standard for media, ticketing, and sponsorship potential in women's sports. This bid is about leadership, built to raise the bar. Leadership and equality. The U.S. pioneered equal pay for national teams, and our countries are glowing examples of the fast-evolving women's professional game. Leadership and development. Millions of girls engaging and growing with the game. Leadership and inspiration. From the roaring crowds in 1999 to soccer in all forms across our region, we're proving what's possible. With 4 nations for the first time in history and one shared commitment, we're ready to deliver a tournament that is inspiring, sustainable, and record-breaking. This is not just a strong bid. It's one that sets new benchmarks for what women's sport can achieve in attendance, investment, and legacy. For now, we are ready to lead. For next, we are building the future of the game. Aligned with FIFA's goals for growth, inclusion, and global excellence, 2031 will be a monumental acceleration point for women's football. Let's make it the tournament the world remembers for generations to come.
Here tonight, but Victor's leadership and partnership have been absolutely incredible. The first time I mentioned to him that we wanted to bid for the Women's World Cup and then we hoped to do it alongside our CONCACAF partners, he didn't hesitate for a second. He jumped in immediately, offered his full support, and has been one of the strongest advocates for our vision from day one. So thank you, Victor. At this point, I'd like to invite up to the stage our co-host who will help bring this instrumental event to the U.S., Mexico, not Canada, Mexico, Jamaica, and Costa Rica. Michael, Osal, please join me. Each of you represents the passion, leadership, and commitment that will make this World Cup so special. Back in 1999, we didn't really know what was possible. Now we do. And along with CONCACAF, Mexico, Costa Rica, and Jamaica, we're ready to change the women's game again. Not just for the United States, not just for our 4 countries, but for the entire world. Thank you. excitement up here, guys.
Hold them up.
Wait, they're gonna move the podium. Yeah. You want to turn it?
Oh, yes, of course.
Please familiarize yourself with this logo.
Thank you.
So to my left is Kelly O'Hara, former U.S. women's national team player. We have Andrea Rolevao, former Mexican women's national team player. We have Shayna Matthews, former Jamaican national team player. Alexandra Pinel, current Costa Rican women's national team player. And Abby Wambach, current, former. We all get excited. Former U.S. women's national team player. So I'm first gonna kick off this panel with a question for you, Kelly.
You started off.
I know.
I feel like we're at a pep rally, guys. I'm so excited to be here. This is so fun.
Set the groundwork.
Yeah.
You've lived so many defining moments in your career in the sport. Early days of the NWSL, we know you've been through a lot. Teams can have a shot, at these big tournaments. So it's definitely exciting. Andrea, a question for you, and I'm going to say this in English and in Spanish. You captained Mexico's national team in their first ever Women's World Cup in 1999. And now lead the women's national programs as director of women's national teams in Mexico. As you reflect on that journey, what lessons from 19 Women's World Cup? We were just chatting about it, how incredible that experience was, and as well as a 2023 Women's World Cup. By doing so, you have a really unique experience, life experience, true understanding of the game that bridges cultures and celebrates the spirit of women's football, which we all know here, women's football. It celebrates cultures, it bridges cultures, and it's really a global celebration. Now, as we look to 2031, how can this moment ensure the progress reaches every federation, not just those with, of course, the largest platforms and resources?
Thank you for that question. Well, first thing I want to say is, as a little girl, I didn't even think it would be possible to be on the stage with this many legendary players current. I'm just so excited I could get emotional about it. But thank you guys for being here, and I'm obviously still giving back to the game. I remember when I was younger, I actually saw Kelly play in high school. We're both.
You're aging, man.
We both.
But I appreciate
I grew up actually going to local games first. So we both grew up in the south side of Atlanta. So been watching her for a long time, followed her to Stanford, and she doesn't realize that some of the moments that I saw her play were what made me realize. Fast forward to, having a little success in youth soccer, I got to go, I forget what country we're in, but boom, Abby was playing. And so I got to see her play, and it just kept reminding me that it was possible to play on the biggest stage one day. So this bid means so much, I think, for players, current players, future players, but I think the youth, it's going to be unbelievable. I think the exposure, I think just the commitment to infrastructure, like Kelly mentioned, to jobs that it's going to bring. I think even in Jamaica, like thinking about the stadium, which would probably be National Stadium, I'm assuming, the amount of jobs, the amount of exposure for young girls, and I can imagine in other countries, this would be just super, super exciting. So I think it's important. I think that this is the beginning also because the gap has been so large for so long, and we've seen in the last couple of World Cups, that's Colombia beat us, so we're seeing
We got one.
but we are seeing a difference, I think, in just what that kind of exposure will do from even 2019 to what we were able to do in 2023. And so I'm just really looking forward to that side, one, the inspiration, but the development, and then obviously the resources when it comes to investment.
I'm sure you're going to continue giving back to the game.
Hello, Shayna. How are you?
Good, thank you.
So tell us about when you found out that you were invited to this event today.
So I found out pretty recently. I was asked to come in. I wasn't really sure. They were being really discreet about what exactly was happening. But I found out shortly before coming out here that it was to announce this bid for the 2031 World Cup. And immediately thought about how exciting that is, how great it'll be for our country. I think the exposure, the infrastructure, I think what it's going to do for the grassroots in Jamaica, what opportunities it'll have for just like, I think development and construction, all good things to become from this. And so I'm just really excited. I'm glad to be here on the stage with legendary players that I've gotten to know over the years and have seen over the years. And so I just really excited to be here and honored for sure.
Yeah, and how does it feel knowing that you're still representing Jamaica even after retirement?
It's definitely an honor. I know that whenever you retire doesn't necessarily mean that the work and I think just the passion for Jamaica football doesn't go away. And so any chance that I can get to inspire, to support, I want to do that. Not just for current, former players, but for the youth as well. I think it's really important to remain involved and to just continue to bring awareness to the talent and just what's to come for Jamaica football.
Yeah, today on the panel you mentioned, and even just now you mentioned about the job opportunities, the work that it will bring to Jamaica, which I watched the president nod and some of the other members of the federation nod and supported that. Like, for you to have that mindset, is this something that you always wanted to see while you were playing, and now that you see this opportunity, you're now like speaking on it? Like,
absolutely. So as a kid, I think it would have been really, really, really awesome to have an opportunity to see women play from all over the world at National Stadium. I think that it's world renowned for a reason. I think that it is a spot to be, and I think with the support and the infrastructure and the things that will happen to improve the stadium to make it ready for a World Cup stage, I think it'll be like no other stadium in the world. I always enjoyed playing there. I think that even with some of the track events that we've heard about and have experienced, all of that is coming to fruition now in the women's game. And just for the world to be able to see it, not just us in a small little country, but for the world to see is really exciting.
And last question for me before someone else jump in. How does it feel to know that Jamaica is so small in the sense of being an island of 3 million people, but still so globally recognized, where we might become the first island in the Caribbean to host a senior women's World Cup?
It's so exciting because we always say we're little but we're big, and I think that what we've done on the pitch has truly, truly helped this become possible. I think when we were approached, or however it happens, who approaches who, it still has to be approved. And so to be recognized in that way for other countries, especially the powerhouse US, to see the potential that comes from Jamaica, I think this is just the beginning.
And thank you so much for being a great ambassador today. Hopefully we see you more around as these things come closer to 2031.
Yeah, anyway,
2031.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi.
All right, sir, how are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you. So I'm here at the launch of the 2031 bid campaign. Winston Clark is my name. I'm part of the organising committee for Jamaica, and this has been a fantastic occasion to see the launch of this great bid with Jamaica involved.
So Winston, how long did you know about this opportunity?
Well, we knew about it about a month ago, but like everybody else that was involved, we had to keep stum about the whole thing and make sure that until the announcement today, nobody else was aware. So it was very difficult because you've been talking to the people that are involved in the game, and you had to keep it quiet, but it's all for the right reasons. And now it's out, it's public, and people are going to be very excited about it.
Now, Winston, what does it say about the world recognizing Jamaica as a place, even though it's an island of 3 million people, but a place that could potentially host a World Cup match? Isn't that crazy?
No, not at all. I think what it says is that the potential that's in Jamaica and the potential that's in the Caribbean as a whole is vast. And what we have to do is keep pushing to unlock the talent that's there, encourage the youngsters to partake in football so that it becomes their careers and their futures. And this is what CONCACAF and FIFA are doing.
And to see some of the legends of women's football here today, you know, we got Shannon Lee Matthews for us, for the Reggae Girls. We got Javi Wombat for the Team USA Soccer. They coming out and spoke so eloquently and so passionately about women's football for their countries. How do you envision that taking Jamaican women's football to the next level?
I think first of all, what needs to happen is that the Federation needs to really invest in grassroots development football. It means that if they're doing that, they're going to be creating the stars of the future. But we have to start from a young age. We have to start getting the talent that is interested in football and has it as a side sport and recognizing it's a career. It's a career choice. And so if they do that, come 2031, we will have fantastic players. We've already got great athletes. So we just need to work on the things that we need to work on in the development space. And we will have successful players in the future.
Thank you so much, Winston. I appreciate all the work you've done behind the scenes.
Thank you so much.
I have developed a relationship second to none, and I really want to say thank you, and on behalf of my colleagues here with me, and on behalf of the entire Jamaica, thank you so much. Thanks my colleague, thank you my friend. All the best going forward. We want to ensure that we show the impact of what happened today, not just on football in our country, but on every single Costa Rica, Mexican, and Jamaica. Thank you so much.
Well, Sam.
Ditto.
As a small country, we just beat Scotland 1. As a small country like Costa Rica, for us, it's almost impossible to put this together. And this is like you were saying, a massive opportunity for our country, for female soccer develop. And we really appreciate it that you invite us to be here. And like you were saying, Victor Montagliani is really important. It's a shame that he's not here with us, but he got a thing with FIFA, and we really appreciate it, and we really thank you with your federation, with PJ and the team, and gracias. Pura vida.
Thank you, Cindy, so much. This relationship has been getting better and better every time. And also we have to acknowledge the leadership of CONCACAF, because this is the best confederation in women's soccer. And you have to underline the participation or the strength of the US in doing that. And we are in advantage because we compete against the US in women's soccer, and that makes us better. No? And now we're sending a message to the world. And whenever you speak of women's soccer from 3 to 31 and for the future, you will talk about Jamaica, Costa Rica, Mexico, and the US. So this is so powerful, and we are so happy that we are now building this partnership for the rest of our lives. Thank you very much.
No one's going to do it better than us.
Probably true.
Definitely.